Today on Trisha.
Look at you, look at her. You ain't her daddy.
Life-changing DNA results.
My son came up to me, asked me where's my father. I couldn't even answer that.
Even though she was raised by Lennie, William says he could be Kiesha's real dad.
When I turned 18, he came to me and said he had something to tell me.
Why did he wait 18 years to speak up?
Your mother made me make a promise that I would never mention this to anyone.
So what got nothing to do with her?
So why didn't you keep it secret?
I'm not the one who let it out.
What has Kiesha's mom been hiding about her past? You haven't sat down and been honest with anybody here.
No.
Today, Kiesha finds out if the man who raised her is really her dad. A family separated by adoption.
You could be sitting next to your sister.
But in a twist of fate,
Andrea has a daughter, Amanda. And Tina, one of her children, is Tyler.
their children have fallen in love.
Tyler's my Romeo.
Today, these women will find out if they are long-lost sisters.
For years, I wondered whether Monique and Bianca were my daughters.
But this mother wants Daryl nowhere near her daughters.
You don't think that Daryl is their dad?
No.
The outrageous DNA results nobody will believe.
I knew it.
What does it say?
Today on Trisha. Okay, everybody, please welcome Kiesha and her mother, Cynthia. All right, now, Kiesha grew up believing that this man, Lennie Sr., was her father. But there is another man who is running around town claiming that he is Kiesha's father. Yeah. Now, his name is William. And William claims he slept with Cynthia when she was engaged to Lennie and believes Kiesha is his daughter. So, yeah, let's listen to Lennie and William's take on this confusing situation.
I'm here today to let the world know Kiesha is my daughter, only mine. She's gone home with me.
I'm here to see if Kiesha really is my daughter. When Kiesha's mother, Cynthia, was pregnant, she secretly told me I was definitely the father.
I want William to stop spreading rumors around town that he is Kiesha's father.
Lennie thinks that I'm running around town spreading rumors about Kiesha being my daughter. But in fact, it's really Cynthia who's running her mouth.
Kiesha's mother, Cynthia, is not helping the situation because I believe she's telling William that he is the father.
Even though Kiesha thought that Lennie was her biological father, I've always treated her as if she were my daughter.
William will never take my role as Kiesha's father. He's never been there for 28 years.
I hope the DNA test proves that Kiesha is mine. This way, I'll have the daughter that I never had.
No matter what this test proves, doesn't mean a damn thing to me, but I'm bringing my baby home.
So, Kiesha, let's start at the beginning. Growing up, who did you believe to be your dad?
Lennie.
Lennie?
Mm-hmm.
From the get-go. So
From the get-go.
when did William's name come up?
When I turned 18, he came to me and said he had something to tell me.
Yeah.
And he told me that he believed that he was my dad. And he asked me if I would take a test. I agreed to a test, and he's never went and got one.
Cynthia, how come you didn't tell your daughter that this other guy, William, was in the frame?
At the time, I was married to Lennie, and getting ready to marry Lennie, and I wanted Lennie to be the father.
You wanted Lennie to be a father, but you were actually having an affair with William. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, let me ask you this. There was something mentioned in that tape piece we saw, Cynthia, where William talked about keeping it a secret.
Okay, when I found out I was pregnant, I asked William, I said, well, let Lennie raise Kiesha, and don't say anything. I never told you that, but I didn't want him to tell you this, that he was your dad. Because I wanted Lennie to raise Kiesha.
So hang on, do you think that William is her dad?
Yes.
You mean
You
you
do?
bring us all the way up here before you tell us that there's a
And this is Lennie. This is Lennie Jr.
Yeah, that's my sister. It's my mom.
Stand up for me. What are you saying? What are you saying to your mom?
So you mean you get us all the way up here to find out that there really might be a possibility he's the dad? So why didn't you feel need to tell us that before we come
You
up
didn't
here?
even think
you didn't know anything?
No, me and my dad figured that William was passing rumors around in the street, and we wanted to come up here and deal with it.
I didn't want to tell. I wanted Lennie to be the dad, so I just asked Amanda to leave it there and leave it alone.
Whoa! And did Lennie know that you'd been with William? Did he know
Yes, he did.
Did he know that there was a chance that William could be your dad?
No,
The
Lennie
dad?
didn't know anything, no.
So you haven't sat down and been honest with anybody here?
No.
Well, I think it's time we meet William and hear why he waited 18 years to tell Kiesha that he could possibly be her father. So William, come on out. Hi. Cynthia, you're pushing William's chair away. Why?
No problem with that.
I know I don't have a problem with that.
Why? William, what's going on?
The whole story is this. She made me promise her that I would never say anything
What kind
about...
of man would even hold up to that promise?
The kind of man that was loving you.
if you was any kind of man, I would be like, no, I got a baby
the type of
coming,
man that would
and I
respect
wouldn't,
your marriage.
you
would promise to marry another woman, a man.
But after
You
y'all was
married-
done,
you want-
what
you
about
made
me? What about me?
We'll-
Yeah,
we'll
what
get to
about
that.
you?
We'll get
You
to
raised
that.
4 kids, you couldn't raise her?
When
That's
you and
not
my mom
true.
was done, you still could have came and talked to me.
Your mother
But
made
you
me make a
didn't. When you-
promise.
Okay, let's just
Your
hear what-
mother
Right.
made me make a promise that I would never mention this
So
to
what, that ain't
anyone.
got nothing to do with her? And then we
Yes,
was
it
together
did.
after she turned 6 years old.
And even
you still wasn't her
after
dad,
we
man.
were, and we were
Don't
still
sit there and
together.
lie.
When we
You
were still together.
Man, even after she was born,
After
you
she
still
was
didn't
born,
take care of
you
her.
married Lennie.
Of course.
It's been
So
28
who
years.
who was I to interfere in your marriage? You made a choice. You chose Lennie over me.
So
I
if you
accepted
were my
that.
dad, you accepted the fact
I
that
did
you
not know.
married my aunt.
I
after-
did
You
not
married my
know.
sister.
Yes,
And
I did.
then- So you would be.
And you think I'm supposed to like, oh, okay, it's okay.
Okay, all right, hey. So why didn't you keep it secret?
I'm not the one who let it out.
You did too. You even went on Facebook. You even went to your cousins.
I didn't go to them. They came to me
And said,
because
"Excuse me, your
somebody
daughter."
was talking to them.
Who's this somebody?
Hello, Cynthia.
Let me ask you, William, what happens if the DNA test comes back and proves that you are not Kiesha's dad?
I have to accept it.
If Kiesha is your daughter, then what?
I'll be happy, but honestly,
Yeah.
I can't take the place of Lennie. Lennie has been there from day one. I have no beef with Lennie. Lennie has treated this child like a princess.
Let's meet Lennie. So poor Kiesha is hearing a lot of things for the very first time.
Yeah.
She heard that Cynthia made William swear not to say anything about the
I
fact
didn't know
that
none of this.
Oh, you heard this for the first time as
Yeah,
well?
that's the very first time I heard this.
Oh. So when she came back and said she was pregnant,
Yeah.
what was there any question about?
Never.
Did she tell you about William?
No.
So she didn't tell you there was any question mark over her pregnancy?
I was supposed to be Kiesha's daddy, which I am. She's never put no other man in it. No other man.
Till when? Till when?
Till grown. After I left her and Kiesha got grown, now they're gonna bring all this stuff out.
This shouldn't be happening.
This is crazy.
Sure shouldn't.
It should not be happening.
Look at you. Look at her. You ain't her daddy.
Okay. So, Cynthia, you cheated just that once.
No. She better not say that. She better not say that.
What?
Because she done had a bunch of affairs.
Is it just between these two men here, or is there any other?
nah.
No.
Oh, please, what the hell you mean?
Let me tell you right now, I know he's not her father. But if I'm not her father, which I'm still taking her home, that's my daughter.
Now who else is?
We don't know who.
All right. There are big question marks, I guess, over what Cynthia was and wasn't doing.
Right.
Cynthia agreed to take a lie detector test.
So did I.
Yes. Well. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, our polygraph examiner, Tim Acosta, will give us the results. We'll see you after this. Coming up. You want to open these?
My baby.
Kiesha finds out if the man who raised her is really her dad. But first, if it comes out that your mom's a sister's, would you break it off?
That's hard to say.
I'm in love.
and later.
Oh, what does it say?
Life-changing DNA results.
You ain't her daddy.
Today on Trisha.
Please welcome Janice. Now, Janice was forced to give up her firstborn child at age 17. And for the next 40 years, Janice wondered about the little baby she named Elizabeth. Now, backstage is Andrea. Now, she's been desperately searching for her birth mother for years, but she only has one clue. Now, just when they thought all hope was lost, something extraordinary happened. Could these two strangers be mother and daughter? Well, they've come here today to find out. So let's have a look at their story.
I want to prove that Andrea is my daughter, so there's no doubts in anybody's mind. I was 17 at the time. When they found out I was pregnant, my mom said that I could not come home with the baby, that I was going to have to give her up for adoption. Then the time came and it was very hard. Last day I held her, I knew was the last day. I was holding her and I was shaking so much because I was crying, telling her, I love you, baby. I will never stop loving you.
I finally realized, okay, I have parents out there that I don't know. And where do I come from?
I've been waiting 40 years to find out if she's mine, and finally we're going to find out.
If she's not my mother, I'm going to be very crushed and sad. But Janice still needs to find her daughter, and I still need to find my mom. So I want to be there for her, and I would hope that she'd want to be there for me.
Now, when did you start hearing that maybe she was trying to reach out, she was trying to make contact?
Thank God for Facebook. So I got the notification and it said, I may be your daughter.
So what was like the first time you come face to face with her?
It was my birthday week. So we brought her out. We got along really good. We all was happy. I hugged her at the airport. I was just
Could you see anything of the little baby you gave up when you hugged her at the airport, or were you?
Well, there's doubt, because you don't know. I mean, they grow up and you don't know who they look like. And
how are you and Andrea getting on now? How do you get on now?
we get along great. She calls me Mom.
Mm-hmm.
I call her, ask her, how's my baby girl doing?
Because she's always a baby to you.
Always.
But your baby girl has had a baby girl.
Exactly.
Andrea has a daughter, Amanda. And your other daughter, Tina, one of her children is Tyler.
Right.
And now you all get together, as you said, and meet up. And now it turns out there's a connection between Tyler and Amanda.
Yes.
Are they dating or?
When I saw the picture on Facebook, it doesn't look like possible cousins. It looks like boyfriend and girlfriend relationship to me. That's why we need a DNA test. We need to know. We need to stop this right now.
Please welcome Andrea. Here she is, behind you. You want to get rid of you when you're here. You've been on your own journey while Mom was, or you hope his mom was going on her journey. How is it the first time you two set eyes on each other?
It was great. We just hugged. It was like, felt forever.
Janice was talking about she's now got another grandchild in your daughter Amanda. Now you're going, yeah. Is that because Amanda has now got, I don't know, what kind of relationship with Tyler, who is your sister, let's hope she's your sister, Tina's son?
I've seen pictures on Facebook that Amanda took, and I know all her pictures, what they mean, because I'm the mother, you know.
So when you look at that picture, the picture we've got on the screen right here, is that cousins being cousins?
No.
No.
That looks like
a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah. What happens if it turns out the DNA test proves you are mother and daughter and they are therefore cousins? What happens as far as you're concerned with the two of them?
It's going to have to end. They're cousins.
Well, I think it's time we met Tina, so come on out, Tina. So Tina, you were the one who put the feelers out, and eventually you found her. I hope. You hope. Now, so you have a son, Tyler, And you, when I say Tyler, when I say Amanda, your daughter Amanda, I say Tyler, you go, oh. Did you see those Facebook pages?
Well, I'm the one that busted on them. I tore them up on Facebook. I said, you guys realize you might be first cousins? Because I thought I'd put it out there.
Well, you know, I think it's actually time we heard Amanda and Tyler's story. So take a look at how they describe their predicament.
The main reason why I'm here is to find out if Amanda is my cousin or not.
It's really important to me. I'm tired of seeing my mom crying. I think she finally found her rightful family.
I'd really hate for my mom to lose this opportunity she's been waiting for her whole life.
And I would also like to know if Tyler is also my cousin.
I'm hoping she's not. She brings out the best in me, that's for sure.
Tyler's my Romeo. I can't lose him. I love him too much.
Whatever my decision is, Mom, you know, let it be my decision, not yours.
I really want a family with him. He's the one I want to be with for the rest of my life.
Let's meet him. Amanda, Tyler, come on out. This is a predicament.
You could say that.
You could say it. So when you meet, you realize there's a possibility you could be first cousins.
Yeah.
When does it go from we could be first cousins to hey?
Well, I'd say the first cousin part actually came second. The more I was more attracted to her was the first thing. I didn't even realize we had, you know, any. I thought she was a friend of the family at first, to be honest with you.
So would you break it off if it comes out that your mom's a sisters? Would you break it off?
That's, you know, that's hard to say. Oh, that'd be.
I love him, really. If you're cousins, you love him. You've seen him twice in your whole life. You're 17 years old.
But I've talked to him.
Are we ready to find out the DNA test results?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so let's get the envelope now. Who wants to open this? Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So look, we're all crossing our fingers here, but you must be sitting there thinking, I hope not. I don't know. Up next. Coming up.
20. Why do you want this man to be your 23 cup? I don't have one. My son came up to me, asked me where's my father. I couldn't even answer that.
And later, we asked Lennie, does he want to get back with Cynthia? He said no. Tim?
You are the father. Get off my stage.
Life-changing DNA results.
You ain't her daddy.
Today on Trisha.
The main reason why I'm here is to find out if Amanda is my cousin or not.
It's really important to me. I'm tired of seeing my mom crying. I think she finally found her rightful family.
I'd really hate for my mom to lose this opportunity she's been waiting for her whole life.
And I would also like to know if Tyler is also my cousin.
I'm hoping she's not. She brings out the best in me, that's for sure.
Tyler's my Romeo. I can't lose him. I love him too much.
Would you break it off if it comes out that your mom's a sisters? Would you break it off?
That's, you know, that's hard to say. Oh, that'd be.
I love him, really.
So look, we're all crossing our fingers here, but you must be sitting there thinking, I hope not. I don't know.
She is?
She is.
It's okay, fine.
How is that, Andrea?
Huh?
It's awesome.
She's home now.
I finally finished.
So, I'm going to be the total killjoy here. So, mummy and daughter are reunited after all this time. But what happens with these two lovebirds? What happens?
It's gonna be all right.
That's a difficult situation. Tyler, what happens?
You know, I mean, obviously we're gonna have to sit down and
We all have to
as
sit
a
down
family, all of us, and you know, we're gonna have to have a serious talk. I think.
Yeah. But Tyler, is that a serious talk about how the family negotiates you and Amanda being together, or is that a serious talk about you splitting up? I get the feeling it's a serious talk about the two of you being together.
I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, we're just gonna have to sit down and talk.
Are you in love?
I mean, I've definitely been falling for her. She has an amazing personality.
She is really strong.
You're in love.
I'm in love.
I'm getting the feeling it's toughest for you out of everybody. Because 17 and those feelings are...
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
I really honestly think love is love, and I don't think love has anything to do with family-wise. But love is love, and I want to let love do what love does best, and that brought us together.
You have to just say, well, these are the cards I'm dealt. I don't like them. They suck, but I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to play them the way they need to be played.
Okay. Whatever decisions you come to, you are obviously a family who care a lot about each other. You talk a lot of things through. So I'm sure that's going to happen, but life is life, and there's bad bits and there's good bits. But I hope through all of that.
And we all work through it. We will.
Yeah, you found love, and I hope you hang on to that. Okay, we'll be right back. Coming up.
Why do you want this man to be your 23 cup? I don't have one. My son came up to me, asked me where's my father. I couldn't even answer that.
And later. You want to open these?
Hi, baby.
Kiesha finds out if the man who raised her is really her dad. Life-changing DNA results.
You ain't her daddy.
Today on Trisha. Who contacted our show because she believes her father, Daryl, may have also fathered the women you see seated on our stage, Monique and Bianca. Now, Diane will find out today if these women are her long-lost sisters. Now, here's the twist. Monique and Bianca say for years they believed they were half-sisters who had different fathers. And to this day, their mother, Vanessa, insists Daryl is not their father. So you still believe that they could be your sisters?
Yes. I'm hanging out with them like they my friends.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to come up here and talk to the girls. All right. So let's see who's who. Bianca. Okay. What does your mum, Vanessa, say when you ask her about who your dad is?
She always tell me, like, Daryl is not my father, and she know who my father is. But if you didn't know who my father is, we wouldn't be on the show right now.
Who does she say your dad is?
Another man, but he's deceased right now.
If you were told that your father, your real father, was deceased, and it turns out that Daryl is your real father, that means you have an opportunity to have a relationship.
Because I never had one. And my son, he's 4, and I'm only 23, and I'm just finding out who my daddy is. Do you know how that hurts?
And Monique, for you, is it the same? I see you in tears as well.
If he is my daddy, I want a man starting a relationship at this point, knowing that he's my father.
Well, before we meet Mom, Vanessa, she had a few things that she wanted us to know. Watch this.
I have raised all my children by myself. I just want to prove that Daryl is not the father of Monique and Bianca. This DNA test will confirm what I've been saying for years. Daryl is not the father of my 2 girls. I don't understand after all these years why Daryl wants to come into my girls' lives. Where has Daryl been for the last 20 years? I want Daryl to move on with his life and leave me and my family alone.
Okay, well, let's meet Vanessa. Okay, so you don't think that Daryl is their dad?
No.
Doesn't that matter, Vanessa, that they think he could be a good dad if he tried?
Yeah, only if he tried. But would he ever try? No.
Diana,
Lots of change.
I guess, Diana, you're the one who triggered all of this,
My
aren't you?
father, he did best. Like, I'm his daughter.
And you're willing to share that.
And I tell them, and they hear me say it all the time. So they be saying to themselves, like, man, if I was around, I'd be daddy's girl. That's what she said. She would have stole my spot.
He'll do this for what he do for you, he'll do for us.
Because he do the same thing for my other sisters. I mean, I got other sisters. My father has other kids.
Yeah.
And if you ask them right now, like, my daddy the best. You know?
But he want to be the father.
And he wants
to be
wants
the father.
to be
your dad.
He
He's
wants to be the
hoping.
father.
Okay.
Yes, he really wants to be the father. And I think that is a really good thing.
How do you get on with your daughters? Normally you get on okay with them?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have a nice relationship. We have a mama and a daughter bond.
But except for this question about Daryl.
But whatever happened in the past between what was going on between them, that's them. But now I just want to know the truth.
This is complicated, but when we come back, we'll actually meet Daryl, the man in question, and we will reveal the DNA results. Up next.
I knew it.
What does it say? And later. You want to open these?
My baby.
Kiesha finds out if the man who raised her is really her dad.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
Life-changing DNA results.
You ain't her daddy.
Today on Trisha. Welcome back. We've been talking to sisters Bianca and Monique, who recently discovered that this man, Daryl, could be their father, and that their mother, Vanessa, may have been hiding the truth from them for years. Now, Daryl's daughter, Diane, is also here because she believes beyond a shadow of a doubt at least one of these women is her sister. Now, before we meet Daryl, listen to what he had to say about this whole situation.
For years, I wondered whether Monique and Bianca were my daughters. And I'm here today to find out the truth. Am I their father? My other daughter, Diane, and I share a beautiful father and daughter relationship. She is my world. I just want the chance to have another father and daughter relationship with Monique and Bianca. I am 100% certain that Bianca is my daughter because she has a strong resemblance to my side of the family. Vanessa, Monique and Bianca's mother, always told me I am not their father. I will be very upset if I find out I am the father because it means she lied and kept my babies away from me all these years.
Please welcome Daryl. Hi, Daryl.
How you doing, Trisha?
I'm good, thank you. And I understand it was Diane, your daughter, who's the one who started all of this.
Yes, she is.
How did you feel when she came to you? What did she tell you? That she thought both Monique and Bianca could be your daughters?
Man, when you told me they could be my daughters, I was like, man, she had so many facial resemblance of mine.
You didn't see that before?
I mean, it's more and more apparent as I come around now.
Do you think you could be Bianca's father?
Yes.
You said yes.
Yes, they really resemble.
There's resemblance.
I really see it.
Do you think that she looks like Daryl?
Yes.
Yes.
Keep it real.
Come clean. Come
on
on.
national
Here's your
TV.
chance. Here's your chance.
No.
Okay. All right, what about Bianca?
Yeah. But not Monique.
So if you think I look like her, why would you hide it for 23 years? Why?
Because he's
Can
not
I know
your
that?
father.
But that's so many years
He's
to be
not
going
your
without
father.
a dad. anyway.
Mama, 20.
Why do you want this man to be your
23 cup. I don't have one. My son don't even have a granddaddy.
And I heard them to tear me up. Cause one day, Trish, my son came up to me, asked me where's my father. I couldn't even answer that.
You didn't know. You couldn't be
I
honest.
just told him my daddy dead. And he asked me, what is that? So I'm like, don't you know when people die, they put them in the ground and they're gone forever.
But you want to know what you told him is the truth.
Right. So I want to go back home to tell my son my daddy is not dead. And I want to know my daddy, and I want to know it now.
So let's find out. Let us find out. So, Let's get the DNA results. Okay, so we've got, obviously there... Okay, so first of all, we've got Bianca. Do you want to open the envelope?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Uh-oh. I knew it.
What does it say?
He's my father!
Vanessa, hang on. Okay. Okay, sweetheart. That's a shock. Hang on. Okay, that's a shock. It's a good shock.
Yes.
But it means, I tell you, can you talk about, I'm going to be with your mom in a minute. There's all sorts of feelings. All sorts of, there's your sister. Okay. All right. There's all sorts of feelings going on with you because you think, my past, is it a lie? What have I been told? There's good news, but there's upset, there's confusion. Do you think your mom really knew?
Man, my mom back then, now.
I think she knew.
I don't think she knew.
Why would she knew, but she just ain't want to read it.
She wasn't ready for it, man.
Okay. Well, Vanessa, do you want to come back out here because we still have one more DNA test to go?
You mean to tell me she brought us all the way to the show and she want to run in the back and this man is my father?
Relax.
You want to run in the back?
Your mum's had a really tough, hell of a life, and that passed on to you. And you said you now have an opportunity to change that.
I asked her, look, Trish, I asked her.
I know, I hear you, sweetheart.
I asked her who was my father.
I hear you.
Asked her.
I hear
she
you.
comes to another man, got me believing this man my father for 23
Maybe that's
years.
what she hoped. Maybe that's what she hoped. And it's taken her guts to come out here, come back out here. Should we find out your other daughter? Yeah? Okay.
Oh my God.
So, you want to sit down there on my chair over there?
Yeah.
Come sit down on my chair. Okay. So come sit down here.
Mom, I just want you to know, all this going on, I still love you. I still love the ground you walk on. But it takes a lot to know who really your real father is. And whatever you did back then, Mom, that's back then. I still love you, and I still gonna forget all that happened, and you still gonna be my mama. We still gonna share the same after this.
Daryl is not your father. Okay.
You're still my daughter, Monique.
Still my sister.
You got my word on that.
Okay.
And I want to thank my sister. You still my sister.
Yeah.
I promise you, you still my sister.
We'll be back after this. Up next. You want to open these?
I do.
Kiesha finds out if the man who raised her is really her dad. Life-changing DNA results.
You ain't her daddy.
Today on Trisha.
I'm here today to let the world know Kiesha is my daughter.
I'm here to see if Kiesha really is my daughter. When Kiesha's mother, Cynthia, was pregnant, she secretly told me I was definitely the father.
William will never take my role as Kiesha's father. He's never been there for 28 years.
I hope the DNA test proves that Kiesha is mine. This way, I'll have the daughter that I never had.
Cynthia, you cheated just that once.
No. She better not say that. She done had a bunch of affairs.
Lennie had some questions about Cynthia. Cynthia had some questions about Lennie. It seems today a lot of truth has come out about the past, maybe a lot of secrets and lies that have been kept. So maybe this is an opportunity to put all of that, I was going to say to bed, let's say to rest. Okay. You know what I mean. All right. So Tim Acosta, our polygraph examiner, is here with us today to reveal the results. As usual, I just have the questions. Here are the questions that we asked Lennie. Tim will tell us whether Lennie gave a truthful answer or not. We asked Lennie if he ever cheated on Cynthia prior to finding her in bed with another man. He said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was telling the truth.
We asked Lennie, has he ever doubted that Kiesha was his daughter? He said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was telling the truth.
Oh, we asked Lennie, does he want to get back with Cynthia? He said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was telling the truth.
All right.
I'm glad.
I'm sure you both kind of
We are free.
All right, Cynthia's lie detector results. We asked Cynthia, was she in love with Lennie when she first married him? She said yes. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was telling the truth.
Now that surprised me.
Really?
Yes, it did.
We asked Cynthia, is she still in love with Lennie? She said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was telling the truth.
Oh, I believe that. I don't think she ever did.
All right, we asked Cynthia, aside from the two men she has told Lennie about, have you had sexual contact with any other man besides Lennie while you were together with him? She said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was telling the truth.
What? In your face.
We asked Cynthia, does she want to be in a relationship with William? She said yes.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay, she told the truth.
The lie detector determined she was telling the truth.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. That's why they got this all going.
All right. So now's the moment we've all been waiting for, and especially Kiesha's been waiting for, and we have the DNA test results. Thank you. You want to open these?
My baby.
I don't know what the results are, but there's difference between, I don't know, who supplies the sperm and who's a dad. Let's... Okay.
That's it.
Yes. Lennie is a
You knew this way. We both knew it. We both knew it. Now, this got to stop.
The thing is, I think, and I'm careful what I say here because I was in my mother passed, a number of years ago, and I wish she had been honest with me about who my father was. And keeping that from someone for so long, and you feel that you maybe have been living a lie, that is a tough thing, isn't it, Kiesha?
You don't know.
You might not know.
But
But she's an adult. You can sit her down and explain.
Baby.
Yeah, when she was 18, at least sit her down and say, here's the situation. So she doesn't have to hear it from someone walking up to her and say, hey, you could be my daughter.
Done when she's around
painful,
4 or
huh?
5.
But I'm so glad, Kiesha, that the man you obviously love and vice versa has proved to be your daddy.
Yes.
So you can go on. And commiserations to you, William. But
Thank you.
you've got boys, you've got children. Thank the Lord that you have those children. Thank you for this. All right, we'll be back right after this. Life-changing DNA results.
You ain't her daddy.
Today on Trisha. Okay, there are 2 things that you cannot mess with. 3 things, actually, you cannot mess with. Tim Acosta, our lie detector expert, you can't mess with him. DNA tests, you cannot mess with them. And our audience, you cannot mess with them. Take